All right, let's get you guys started with today's Fun Day Friday, right? I'm so happy to be here. How about you guys? So we're gonna go over a few things just in a little bit, and then we're gonna go over our grant course that's coming up. Okay, August 15th. So the issue that we're having in business is how to set up our business to getting structured so that we can get funding, right? Many entrepreneurs like yourselves, we go through different courses, different classes. We see that, some people say that we need this set up or that set up in order to get structure for funding, right? I've even been told that someone is looking for a 1-800 number in order to get funded, right? I do want you guys to know, though, while we're talking about this, is that I have what's called a business scan intake, right? So what happens is you put all of your business information in there, and the scan will go ahead and let you know if it's approved or not approved. Okay. So the thing about it is, it doesn't matter if it's registered as a business phone number, registered as a business email. You go ahead and put it in there. And then if you get an X mark, go ahead and let the system know that this is your business company's email phone number. Okay, so that's one thing. We have to get over the stigmatism that we have. There's so much we have to do to get business credit aligned. There's so much that goes wrong with this information. Okay, lenders. I've been working with CDFI out of Alabama, and I need you guys to know that business credit is not at the top of the bracket, right? The lenders want to know whom they're doing business with. Okay, in order to get your business structured properly and get funding for your business, it's a whole big old shebang that you need to know that all of this stuff that you have in your mind around you that's telling you business credit is the way to go, that is not necessarily the truth. Okay, the lenders want to know whom they're working with. Your business financials will determine if your business is set up and structured properly in order to get business funded. Okay, however, they will take into account things like your personal finances, your personal income, business collateral, as well as personal collateral, right? So anything that you can take into account that relates to your business, also taking into account that is going to relate to your personal, okay? Everything that you pull for business, you want to pull that information for your personal as well, okay? Let me know if I'm going too fast. Let me know if you have any questions. Go ahead, and if you're watching the replay, type replay in the comments. This is very important that we get out of the mindset saying we need business credit, we need this, we need a business phone number, and all of these things, virtual addresses, all of these things. You can go ahead and structure your business and set up your business from the comfort of your own home and make it that it is your business. Your home address can be your business address. There's no need to go out and get a USPS box or what is the other company that they're using to get these virtual addresses. That is not necessarily the truth. Okay. Once you put your information into the business scan, it's going to scan you for optimizations reasons. Okay. It needs to find out if you have set up certain things, and whatever you have not set up, it's going to let you know. You're going to go in, correct it, update it, whatever you need, and then also make sure that you're checking things off so that you can get qualified for funding, right? Once you go through the business scan picks up that you have put in that you have equipment, you have credit score, you have income. You have to have some type of income coming in your business in order to prove that you are qualified to receive business funding. Okay. The misconception that we get is we want to qualify for business funding in order to use that collateral or use that capital in our business. Okay. Lenders want to know that when you come to them for some type of funding, that you're not going to exhaust it all out. They want to see that you have a plan put together in order to utilize these funds to make more funds. They want to get paid. They want to get their money back. But they also want to solidify that you are a qualified company or business that has the opportunity as well as a foundation that's in your paperwork, your financial projections document. You can get an auditor, you can get someone who's good with looking at your business finances, and seeing if your business have potential to make the return on investment in order to pay these companies their funds back. Because what we're looking at is we're not looking at any type of credit, personal or business, is debt. If it's used, it is debt. And often, if we can't get approved for something with our personal credit, then it's very difficult to get things approved with our personal credit. Just make it make sense, right? So it has to be a balance, it has to be an alignment, and it has to be some understanding in what we're going for too. If I was your banker and you needed to come to me and I say, hey, get me your business financials, get me your business projections, give me your personal financials and your personal projections, do you think that you are lender worthy? That's how you have to look at the process. You have to understand that if you agree that you're lender worthy and there's a lot of things that just checks off, you're ready. You just need some capital to put in your business, maybe to keep things like payroll going or something like that. You're business ready. Maybe you have this great expansion idea. You're already running 2 or 3 stores. It's bringing in revenue. You just have something else that you want to add to it that's not going to exhaust the means. And then be realistic in the amount that you need to know that you want to lend, that you want to borrow. That you want to borrow. Okay. But having a good financial projection plan is going to determine how your business is going to be funded. Now, let's take a detour right quick from business to personal. Okay. What do you think are some things that can get you funded with personal? You can get funding for $10,000 up to $10,000 in a bank signature loan, which is an unsecured loan. All you have to do is prove that you have some income, business and personal. See, it doesn't matter. Business income, personal income, present it to the banker, and then let them determine if you qualify or do not qualify. However, your credit score does come into account here. Any negatives on your account does come into account here. A lot of times we get scared away because we say, hey, I just had a repossession, or I had a foreclosure or something like that, a lien. However, if those things are over 24 months, you qualify. If you do not have any recent marks. I mean, it could be 1 recent mark, it can be 2 recent marks, but 6 or 7, they're not going to honor that request. So before you get into being late on your loans, go to your banker and let them know, hey, I've been out of work a while. I've done this industry for a while, and just right now it's not making the money that I needed to make. Can you provide me with capital in order to sustain until I can get my business running back the way it needs? And that's not business, that's personal. That credit score can be something that's credit score. So let's talk about the credit scores. People get scared away when they think about, okay, what type of credit score do I need in order to get funded? Oh, I want a 680 credit score. But is a 680 credit score going to help you out anyway? If we look at the prices of APR right now, plus interest rates right now, it doesn't matter what interest rates are going to be according to your credit score. The same thing that I get when people are asking about, hey, what's the best way to purchase a car? I want to have a 680 credit score as well as a good down payment in order to get a lower note. Not necessarily. You're doing business with a salesman, not with a banker. So if you can get in with a bank and sit with them and say, hey, I have this idea. I want to purchase a new car. I have an old car. I'm not sure if I want to trade it in. But if I don't want to trade it in, this is what I have. What do you think is the best way to go? And what type of interest rates am I going to inquire? So we can look at having an interest rate or an APR at about 29%. All the way down to about 8%, okay? The per diem on the loan is going to acquire every day. So you have to know your daily per diem in order to get out of any type of debt or know what you're getting yourself into, okay? You have to know what the per diem is. The per diem is the interest that grows on the account daily. Okay, interest incurred daily on a car loan. It's just not just one time. And then we're so used to making payments, we're not sitting down and saying, hey, I want to apply the funds directly to the principal of the loan. There's a difference. You can pay toward, just make sure that you don't have a prepay penalty, which is another question to ask your banker, your loan company, as well as go ahead and start making some of those payments so that you won't be bent over in your car loan. Okay. Now, when we go back to personal funding and how to get qualified for these unsecured funds, it just depends on the bank. Okay, credit unions, they are good to work with, good to deal with. The traditional banks do not lend personal funding, right? They are normally have changed and switched to commercial funding. Okay, so it's good to have a balance of both. Different types of bank accounts will help you get to where you need to be at. Okay, not just having, oh, I have a savings account, I have a checking account, I have this savings account. Those are fine. You have the business account, you have the business savings account, you have 2 or 3 business accounts. Those are fine. But you have to determine, is it worthy to have all of your finances going in different places? When you need to prove to the bank that you have the revenue coming in, then you have to pull all of those documents. And they're not just looking for a business. You want to bring business as well, but your personal is going to help you be more determined. Bring in that personal. You don't need business. However, if your business is generating an extra $500 to $5,000 a month on average, that is a great fit for you to add that so that you can become funded. Okay, so let's say that your business made $20,000 per year in growth. If you divide that by 12, your business is probably making on average about $2,500 per month. On top of, let's say, your additional job or something that you're doing, W-2 income, once you combine the two, if you make $20,000 in W-2 income and $20,000 in business income, then you average out what your business is making, and that's your additional income per month. So we have to start making some smart moves around what we're getting ready to do. Okay? Let me know if you guys have any questions. And if you're coming in watching the replay, let me know replay as well. Okay? Now, the grant class that is coming up is not just a grant class. That is a government contract registration. We want to sit down with you guys to show you how to do the SAMS application. It can be a tedious task for some. It's not just getting in there, putting in information, and whoop-de-doo, you're done. You have to present the information, and then they have to accept your information as given. If not, you're going to be asked to prove and provide and respond and do all of these different things. And then there are so many different portals that you have to get through in order to become certified. Every certification is different. HubZone certification, Women-Owned Business certification, SAMS.gov certification, all of these certifications and applications are different. However, we will do everything in our power to sit with you guys at least through the SAMS.gov application process, and you will have one of those set up, at least one of those. And then you're going to start looking into things like the proposals. We're going to start teaching you guys how to build a team in order to secure these government funds. This is not an easy process. It's not a simple process. It's going to take some time and some work, and it's going to take some processing to keep going through it, logging in, making sure that one particular product is set up correctly. And then you can move on to the next application. But it is not just a one-time hit and quit. It is a lot of work. It will require you to have some type of assistance going forward, because there is not a simple process as I've logged in and I can just submit an application. No, they will be responding to what you're presenting. You'll have to know what numbers that you need to secure, put away, and know in order to get back into the system if you ever get locked out. You'll have to know how to respond. There will be no one helping you. They will just send you emails and say, hey, I need you to send this back so that we can verify this, that, and the third. And then you'll have to know how and where to find the government grants within that portal. Okay. So that's one part of it. That grant class will be taking place August 15th. We're set up, we're ready. We want you guys to attend. We want you guys to invite others as well. Okay. Each one, teach one. Okay. That's our job, to assist someone else along the way. We know that, you guys have some of this information. We know that you don't have all of this information. And what we know is you guys need someone to sit down with you and walk you through this tedious process. That's what we'll be doing August the 15th. Okay. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Go ahead and drop them in the comments. And then we hope to see you on the inside of the government grant process. Okay. You guys have a great Friday.